In 2014, Halo the Master Chief Collection came out, which was a fun collection of all the Halo FPS games, minus Reach at the time, with the inclusion of the new and fancy Halo 2 Anniversary. This was a remaster of both the campaign and sort of the remaster of the multiplayer, depending on how you look at it. While the campaign received tons of praise because it basically just took the existing Halo 2 classic campaign and upgraded it across the board with new graphics and textures and sound and all that good stuff. The important thing though was that it still retained the core of what Halo 2 Classic was, especially because you could just switch between the two modes when you were playing. Now the multiplayer on the other hand was a bit more hit or miss, depending on the player themselves. Without a doubt, Halo 2 Anniversary definitely has some issues, but it's also the newest Halo game that you can play today in the MCC, unless for some reason they add Halo 5 at some point, and it can be pretty fun to play. So let's hop in to some Halo 2 Anniversary. Alright, here is some Halo 2 Anniversary. We're playing on one of the Forge maps that's in MCC called Muskrat, and honestly it's not one of my favorite maps, but it's alright. So obviously Halo 2 Anniversary can be a little bit contentious, because if you've played it or you followed the game, what it is basically Halo 4, but they kind of modded it a little bit to play a little bit more like Halo 2. It's not Halo 2 at its core like the campaign version of Halo 2 Anniversary is. Instead, it's really its own thing built off of Halo 4. This makes it play a lot more similar to Halo 4 than it does Halo 2. You don't have the button combos, the guns act a lot more like Halo 4, and a lot of other things that make it seem a lot more like Halo 4 than obviously the Halo 2 Classic. Now, the game does get rid of sprint and has new models for a lot of the guns so that they look more like Halo 2. Instead of just having straight Halo 4 weapon models and sounds in the game, they did do a bit to make it feel a lot more like Halo 2, and they did remaster some Halo 2 maps. Most of them do look pretty nice outside of the visibility issues that some people have in this game. Now what really bummed people out with Halo 2 Anniversary is it was kind of billed as being a proper, a proper sort of remake of Halo 2. And since, like I talked about earlier, it's more of kind of, Halo 4, but modded a bit to play like Halo 2, it did kind of bum people out. But if you kind of get past that and you look at Halo 2 Anniversary as its own thing, it actually isn't too bad. Now, the guns can be a little bit easy to use, similar to Halo 4, and the visibility, like I said, isn't the best. But besides that, the game is actually pretty good, and some people will argue that this is gameplay-wise one of the better 343 games, because even though it has some issues, it is a 343 game that is classic Halo. Now, 343 in quotation marks, because it was actually developed by certain Affinity, but this is the only classic Halo that we've gotten since obviously 343 took over. Now, one of the biggest issues that I've always had with Halo 2 Anniversary, other than the gameplay, which I don't love but I can look past, is just the lack of content. There's very few maps in the game, and unfortunately, other than the one map that they added post-launch, they never ended up giving us more maps. So there's a ton of Halo 2 Classic maps that didn't get remade for the game, and they also, in my opinion, didn't even pick some of the best maps. Maps like Midship didn't get a remake, and there's tons of other really good maps that also didn't get a remake. Obviously, though, this wasn't a standalone game, it was part of the MCC package, which makes it make a little more sense why it might have been a little bit content light. But I do think had Halo 2 Anniversary had a bit more support, it could have really stood on its own. And I wonder if MCC hadn't had so many issues out of the gate, if we would have maybe seen some more content come out for Halo 2 Anniversary. Now, that's me totally speculating there, but they did have to spend a lot of time to try and even get MCC functional, and maybe some of that time could have been spent making some new maps for H2A or a variety of other things. They have more recently in MCC added in some different armors for Halo 2 Anniversary, but they've still never added any additional maps or game modes or anything like that, which something like Halo 3 did end up getting once MCC came to PC. Some people really had wished that some of the new content that came out during the seasonal model would have been for some of the other games in the collection, Halo 2 Anniversary and Reach are some of the ones that I see people talk about pretty often. And I do think it would have been pretty cool to see some new Halo 2 Anniversary maps. Honestly, when it came to PC, I thought maybe they would even try and port in some of the Halo 4 maps into Halo 2 Anniversary, because we have since seen modders do that, and it doesn't seem like it's ridiculously hard. Of course, now they do have mod tools that maybe 343 hadn't developed at the time, but maps like Pitfall and Ragnarok and Skyline and Haven, I think all would have played fine in H2A with very, very minimal kind of adjustments. So despite all of my criticisms, which, you know, I have plenty of H2A and we didn't even really go over all of them, the game still is pretty fun. Honestly, it's not a bad play in the MCC today, especially since you can kind of mix it up with other games so you don't have to run into the map issue. And there are some Forge maps in matchmaking, though I don't really think that's where the game shines. But we got some oddball here on Lockdown, which obviously Lockout's just a classic Halo map, so this is definitely one of the better maps in H2A. Honestly, though, Shrine is probably my favorite. I'm a bit more of a Shrine fan than I am Lockdown, but this is obviously a close second. Alright, we finally got the ball back. There we go. So the sniper and the BR in this game are extremely easy to use. Oh my god, I didn't even mean to kill that guy with the ice cube, with the ice blocks. Ah! This is actually also the last game in the franchise to have playable elites. Alright, comment below what your opinion is on this map, because I don't know if this is a controversial opinion, but I think that Ascension is a very, very mid-Halo map, and this is one of the maps that I wish they hadn't have added to H2A, and instead added something like a midship, or one of the many other Halo 2 maps that I probably would have rather played. I can't believe I hit that. But yeah, I think some people do like this map, so I don't know. Let me know what you think below. Let's see what we can do here. Ooh, another little no-scope. He's got sniped. Do you think I can sneak up on him, or does he know? The fucking Banshee, dude. Playable elites? Get hit in the back. I don't know where the Banshee went. Oh, my teammate is the Banshee. Nice. Oh, no, he doesn't. Yeah, let's just kill the Banshee. There we go. Wait, he's back in it? Alright, now he's dead. I had to waste a lot of sniper ammo, but honestly, I'll take it. No! Dude, that random BR shot didn't hit me, dude. We had a clip lining up. Oh, we're in a frenzy, baby. Is that a bot? Is that a real life bot? Huh. Interesting. Probably could have just BR'd that guy, but you know. It's about sending a message, dude. He needs to know how I felt about his life. And we are just absolutely popping off right now. This is what I mean. Like, Halo 2 Anniversary can be really fun. Like, the gunplay similar to Halo 4. It's just really clean. You know, maybe it's a little too easy as I whiff, but maybe it's a little too easy, but it's easy to jump into and just have some fun. We're on a running riot. This is hilarious because just like the Halo 4 video yesterday, I couldn't even tell you the last time I played Halo 2 Anniversary. We're just hopping in and just absolutely fragging out these kids.
Under attack.
Oh, that was actually a pretty nifty shot right there, dude. Oh, this guy's, he knows. No, why'd I go for that? Oh, the streak. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm real sad that I jumped and tried to shoot that guy. I got way too greedy. We were doing so good. Hey, we won though. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for Halo 2 Anniversary. If you guys enjoyed the video, let me know in the comments below. Other than that, maybe let me know what game you want to see next, and I'll see you all next time.